I have a very disturbing story to tell you. In the past, I had made a hobby of posting deep web mystery box openings on my web channel. I now refuse to ever do them again. Mind you, I know that some of these box openings are faked. I can assure you mine was definitely not. If you don't already know what a mystery box is, I'll clue you in. It is simply a box that you purchase with Bitcoin that someone stuffs with God knows what. You get the pleasure of being creeped out by opening it. You never know what will be inside. That's the beauty of it, if you want to call it that. A few places online have them, but if you play on the dark web, there are no rules. I have received broken dolls, old pictures of family members with fake blood smeared around them, hopefully fake blood, stuffed animals, ripped woman's lingerie, medical supplies, tarot cards, a rat skull. Anything scary, silly, or macabre goes. The scary thing is you don't know who is sending you the box or what's inside, so you better have a damn good pair of gloves, a really thick pair. One time I made the mistake by reaching my hand into my first mystery box and getting a sticky glue-like substance all over my arm. What a mess. It had leaked out of a bottle. I still don't know what the hell it was, but it didn't have a smell. I washed my hands pretty good after that. Hopefully nothing harmful. I will not reveal the exact website on the dark web I was purchasing my boxes from, but they have taken it down since this incident. I can only reveal that many people were bidding on this one particular box. It had to be good, so I thought. So I took the chance, hoping to get something interesting. I was almost outbidded by one user, but I fought to the finish. This baby was officially mine. Yes, I exclaimed as I verified my address, feeling satisfied. I only used my post office box for safety reasons. Rule no. 1, never ever use your home address. It's not safe. There are crazy people out there. It took at least 3 weeks for the box to arrive, and I was super stoked to pick it up. It was a medium-sized, normal-looking cardboard box sealed tightly with packing tape. Not very heavy, and it felt pretty light. I had hoped I didn't get screwed, but I was curious to why this box had cost so much, and why everyone wanted it. Soon, I would find out. When I arrived home that Friday evening, I set up my webcam, and something made me hesitate. I had a weird feeling about this particular box. Maybe my intuition was trying to tell me something. Instead, I ignored it, grabbed my big metal scissors, and set my area up. I always put a garbage bag or sheet down on my kitchen table before unboxing, because no telling where the hell the box came from or what might leak out. I slipped on my thick rubber gloves, observing them for any leaks or holes. I was good to go. Flipping on the webcam, I began my video. It's time for another unboxing, folks. This is the big one you've been waiting for, and I hope you get a thrill out of this as much as I do. I have been waiting for this box for 3 weeks. It is finally here. It's not very heavy, as you can see. I wonder what's inside. I make sure to shake the box for the camera to show the lightness. I began to cut the tape with my big blue scissors and anticipated what could be inside. I carefully open the cardboard flaps and see shredded newspaper. Little bitty bits of newspaper that someone personally looked to have hand-tore into shreds. Riffling through, I dig deeper to the bottom and feel something squishy. I pull it out. It is a squared-looking black garbage bag sealed with gray duct tape. Something is wrapped inside, but an odd smell is coming from the garbage bag. A slight rotten odor permeates the air, and I gag. I hope this isn't something gross. Obviously it is. I nearly forget I am on camera. I begin to sweat, and something makes me very uncomfortable. But I keep going with my video. I pull up on the tape and open the garbage bag carefully, trying to not damage the goods inside. I reveal a big white sealed Ziploc bag with a blue and white looking plaid material inside that looks to be a shirt. I smell the smell again, and this time it's even worse. My natural reflex kicks in and the bag hits the floor. I gag. Yuck! A sweet, odorous smell fills my nostrils. You know the kind when a rat dies in the wall and decomposition takes place. The smell lingers for weeks, sort of like that smell. But this was 10 times worse. I pick up the bag again and force myself to continue. Written on the Ziploc bag in black marker are the words, "Smell of death" in all capital letters. What the hell? I stop the camera and realize, maybe I shouldn't put this on video. If there is something really gross in here or criminal, I don't need to be putting it on camera for the world to see. In the back of my mind, I've always known the possibility of playing games with strangers. Some can turn out to be psycho. It's a risk you take playing the mystery box game. I quickly hurl the Ziploc bag out the front door. The pattern of throwing the bag around is becoming all too familiar. I spray a can of Lysol spray all over the room, especially on the table, figuring it's just a stupid prank. I sit down for a moment trying to gain my composure and not be a wuss. I think back to the packages I've received over the past months. The glorious mystery boxes. None of them ever smelled like this. Deciding to brave it up, I decide I will march outside and open the bag. There must be something else in that bag other than the plaid shirt, I think to myself. I mean, I paid a good bit for this box. I go outside and walk up to the bag holding my breath. I pull open the seal and shake the shirt out of the bag. It plops to the ground looking to be badly stained with fluids. Body fluids. Maybe I'm letting my imagination get the best of me. I see what looks to be a cassette tape wrapped in clear plastic sticking out of the front pocket. I quickly grab this with my gloves and step back. Way back. The shirt reeks. I gag and almost vomit. I try to keep a long distance between the shirt and I open the plastic-wrapped film around the cassette tape. I don't really enjoy touching it, not even with my gloves. Written in the same permanent marker are the words, "My friend." So whoever sent this mystery box must have taken an old-fashioned approach. I go into the garage and find my old boombox with the cassette player, praying it still works. I usually plug it up and listen to the radio while working on projects. I put the tape in. I press play. It makes a slight clicking noise. Hopefully this works. Suddenly I hear a crackly man voice speaking with a slight southern drawl. "I hope you are happy with your mystery box. This was a rare find, and I'm so happy I get to share this with you. You see, a homeless man had died in the woods nearby my house. He was in a very desolate place where no one would look for him. I didn't report it. Instead, I became a bit curious. I probably shouldn't have, but oh well. I looked at his body each day. He must have had to been dead for over 5 days because I saw the bloody foam coming out of his mouth and nose. He smelled horrible. I think he even might have peed himself. I think that happens when you die. You lose your bodily functions. You want to know what he was wearing? He was wearing a plaid shirt, the one I sent you. He had on some old army-looking pants and had long, scraggly gray hair and a beard. I felt sorry for him, and every day I went out to talk to him. He wasn't dead to me, even though he never talked back. He was stiff to the touch. He even looked to be smiling once, like he might have heard me. I knew then he and I would be good friends. I told him my life story of growing up not having a father, and my stepdad who used to beat me with the belt, all over my body, leaving big giant red whelps. I told him about my little brother Mikey, who had died a month after he was born. He drowned in the bathtub. Mama blamed me for it and sent me to the home for bad boys. I was just trying to give him a bath. I filled the tub up and put him in. I was 10 years old. I wanted to hit stop on the cassette tape. Was all of this for real? Am I listening to the ramblings of a demented madman? I hit play and continued to listen. I went back into the woods many days later, and I saw that his body was turning green. I took a few pictures with a Polaroid of my new friend, but did not dare to send them to you. I even took one of us together. I tried to pry open his eyes for the picture, but they were too mushy, and it didn't work. I didn't want my observations to be found out. I even brought him a blanket one night because it got real cold. He looked to be getting in worse shape each day, and I knew I had to tell someone, and so I took my friend's shirt. I needed something to remember him by. My special friend. I left and told him goodbye and thanks for listening to me and being a good friend. A few days later, his body was found by local hunters and it was all over the news. I loved the way his shirt smelled. I couldn't stop smelling it, so I thought I should share it with somebody. You like the smell, I hope. Okay. Well, I have to go now. Don't feel bad for taking my friend's shirt. I will probably get another one soon. Bye. I stopped the tape in disgust. It was the most morbid thing I'd ever heard. I messaged one of my good friends to come over and check everything out. He was a bit surprised after listening to the tape and gave one of his buddies a call who was a deputy in our little town. The deputy found it very disturbing and didn't think it was a joke. The man on the tape sounded sick. Unfortunately, no action could be taken because it would be impossible to find the exact location the package came from. If I discovered actual human remains in the box, then law enforcement could step in. There was no evidence of a crime committed. The strange thing was the website was taken down not long after this happened. I stopped buying mystery boxes from the deep web after that. It was a very disturbing experience.